Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play my guitar arrangement of Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid. I've done a cover version, go and check that out so you can hear what it sounds like all the way through. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above if I remember to do it. In this video I'm going to teach you it, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video and leave me some comments in the comment section, including any songs you want to learn, what you thought of the video. And if you want to print the tabs off for this and you want to support me, you can do by going to my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar's in standard tuning. You can play this on any type of guitar. The first line sounds like this. So we're starting off with G2, then open B. Into the next bar, we've got an F sharp minor chord. First finger's barred across all the strings on the second fret, and third finger on D4. I'm playing the E, the D string, the G, and the B strings. So you got. Then into the next bar, bar 3, start with E2. B2, E4, E2, and then B2. So you got. So from the beginning you've got. Into bar 4 we start with the open D string and open E string at the same time. Then B3, G2, B, B2, and then B. So bar 4 goes. Into bar 5 we've got the open D string. Then D4, G2, and then bar 6 we're going to play, which is E2 and B at the same time, then a G2 and a D4. So you got. Into bar 7 we're going to play E2, B2, E5, E4, and then 2 B2s. So you got. And then the last bar of the line we've got, which is D with the E2, open E, G2, B2, and then B. So the whole line we've got 3, 4, 1. On to the next line, and it starts with this. We're just playing E2 twice, A2, A, E2 twice, so you got. And then we start off, or carrying on into that next bar, we're going to play D4 and G2. So the whole of bar 9 goes. And then the next bar goes, which is playing the D string, then G2 with E5, E4, E2, and then G1 with E4, then E2, and then E. So bar 10 goes. Bar 11 we get this augmented chord, it sounds kind of strange. A3 with G1 and B1 at the same time. Then open E, E7, and then E5. You got. Next bar, bar 12, we've got. So playing E2, sorry, A2 first, and then E2, E4, E2, and then B7. So it goes. And then the last bar of that line, bar number 13, goes, which is playing E7 and E9 nearest to the floor, then E7 nearest to the floor, B7, B10, and then you've got to jump really quickly down to E2, E2, and then E5. So bar 13 goes. So let's try the whole of that line goes. On to the next line. This is kind of like, feels like the chorus of the song goes. So we're going to start with this D major 7 kind of chord. So you've got open D, we've got G6, B7 and E7 all at the same time. Then E5, B7, B7 and then E5. So the bar 14 you've got. And then bar 15. We've got that D major 7 chord again. Then E5, E7, E9. So you've got. And then in bar 16, I've got this C sharp minor 7 chord. First finger is barred across all the strings, well, from the A string on the 4th fret. Second finger on B5. Third finger D6, and we're going to play the A, the D, the G, and the B strings at the same time. Then play the E string on fret 4. So and then we've got G6. Then into the next bar, bar 17, we're going to play the A4 and the B through B5 at the same time. G4, G6, then 2 B2s. Let's just play the first 4 bars of that line. We've got. And then the next bar, bar number 18, we're doing a B minor 7 chord, so it's the same as what we had on the C sharp minor, but down 2 frets. So first finger's barred across from the A string downwards on the 2nd fret. Second finger on B3, third finger D4. You're going to play the A, D, G and B strings, and then the E string afterwards, so it goes. And then bar 19, you've got, which is playing that B minor chord again, playing the E5, E2, E5, E7, and then bar 20 we've got E9 with D9 and G9 at the same time, and then B10 pulling off to B9, so and then you're going to hit the chord again in the next bar. Let's try the whole of that line. We've got. On to the next line, and it's using this same chord shape that we used from the previous line. Then B7, E5, then that chord again, E5, E7, E9. So it goes 2, 3. And then bar 24, we've got, which is E9, E12 nearest to the floor, B10, B9, hammering onto B10, and then back to B9. So, and then you're going to play the E, the D, the G, and the B strings all at the 9th fret, down to B2, then A2 with G2, B3, and E5 all at the same time. Then E4 and E5, then move that same chord shape up 2 frets, so you've got your first finger barred across the 4th fret, second finger B5, little finger on E7, E9, and then D4 with E7, E5, and then B7. So we've got. In the last bar, we've got this F sharp minor 7 chord, which is E2 with D2, G2, and B2, and then another B2 on the end. So the whole of that line goes. And the last line of music that we need to learn, we're going to play, well, the first bar goes, so you play A2 and B2 at the same time, then open D string, 2 more B2s, 2 more B2s again, and then E2 nearest to the floor, open E and G2, and play an A2 at the beginning of the first hit of that, so it's then another B2, and then go to fret 4 on the A string with B2, then hit a G3, 2 more B2s, 2 more B2s, so that bar 32 goes, then E2 with A2, and then E2, and then B2, so it's another B2. The next bar is the same as the first bar of that line, and then it goes into bar 35. You've got A2 with E5, E4, E2, then E2, E5, up to E7 with A4, and then E5, B7, E9, and then we're going to hit that C sharp major chord, which is your first finger barred across all the strings at the 9th fret, second finger on G10, third finger A11, little finger D11. You hold that chord, and then we've got E9, E12, and E9. Then it jumps back to bar 14, which is like the third line. So let's just play the whole of this line. We've got. And then that goes back to kind of the chorus part of the song. And that's the whole thing. So let's put it all together. hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section, including any songs you want to learn, where in the world you're from. And if you want to support me, keep me doing these videos. I've got a Patreon page. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'll also put the tabs on here, on there for you, so you can print them out. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.